Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. 33. Fight.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Down the left sideline. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they'd get a sweep of the season series. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he works free. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard
line. Looking to put a drive together. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? That's that little extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Vikings hit a woeful 1-12 on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Let's go now.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on. Set. Head to 60. Head to 60.
To the air again, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw McCarthy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18
McCarthy off the play fake. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Pollard is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Cowboy 80, 79 Bronco.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Over the middle and complete to Addison. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Bison, 60 Bison. Check smash, check Mustang 19. Go.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
60 Eagles, 60, come my team, come my team.
Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Hawk 70.
On play action, McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, 32 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Cluster. 6. Black Ultra. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Lions have moved out in front. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, shot. 79, half to 60, half to 60.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lopez. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
45, one, set,
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. Escapes the defender. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
40, ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Set.
Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Delgado. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. From the shotgun, McCarthy. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 11.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Let's go. Viking 18. Go street. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
70 Lion. Mustang 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
McCarthy going to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Second and goal from the 1.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Check smash, check smash. Trap 60, trap 60.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Come on, set.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Set, ready.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
32, 12, 10, 6, mega, set.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Down.
14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
35. Vikings 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And bulldozing his way through. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. McCarthy off the play fake. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
Warriors 70, ready. Viking 18, 19 Lion. Ready.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man, Pollard. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bisons. Check smash. Check smash. Go.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
7 Pirates. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's McCarthy. Drops this underneath for Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 33-yard line.
70 range, 70 range, Bronco 80. Motion.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
17-yard line.
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lions 42, Vikings 32. Will Reichard to kick off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 65 yards. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have.
And it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score.
And oh, it's blocked. The Vikings have got it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And down he'll go at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Vikings on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 15. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Still moving. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Vikings 1st down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. McCarthy operating from the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And here he'll 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And it'll be intercepted.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,